What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're focusing on England rugby captain Owen Farrell, who made headlines this weekend when the Saracens took on the Wasps in an interesting game. I mean, the Wasps pulled out victorious, but the one thing that made headlines was Owen Farrell being sent off for a red card for a dangerous tackle. Now, Owen Farrell's made headlines before for his tackling technique. A lot of people describe him as more like a rugby league type tackler because of the way he uses his shoulder, but this time it wasn't only his shoulder. He almost clotheslined the living hell out of Charlie Atkinson this past weekend. And I mean, the fact that he managed to get up was amazing, because the way he hit the ground after that tackle was quite terrifying. And a lot of players are calling, all players, coaching staffs are calling for Farrell to get a lengthy ban. And personally, I feel he definitely deserves one. I mean, this has been in the news not once, not twice, not even 3 times. And he's always seemed to have gotten away from it. Obviously making headlines in 2018 when England took on South Africa, and Farrell's big shoulder charge tackle on Andre Esterhuizen took the world also by storm then, because nothing was done. Not even a penalty was given. Obviously, England went on to win that game. However, it was an opportunity, if given a penalty, for South Africa to perhaps win. But that's old news. Now we're looking at a few more tackles that have happened since. Obviously, when Australia played England, we remember that one, and a few others even for Saracens. But now, after his tackle over the weekend against Charlie Atkinson, finally we are seeing him getting an opportunity to get banned and finally getting that all-important red card. Now, World Rugby have tried to reduce or upgrade the rules of World Rugby currently because of the fact that 70% of these extremely bad injuries are coming from players' contact with the head, concussions, etc., etc. And I mean, that is just shocking what had transpired. Now, I know Farrell's sorry, and I know he didn't. Well, there's a question, did he deliberately? I don't know. Let's not go there, because I know there will be people who will slaughter that comment. But the fact that he's continuously doing it, I mean, for kids who are watching it, these guys look up to big names like Owen Farrell, and they're going to be watching his technique. And I mean, there were people who were saying that his tackling has gotten better, it's improved. I mean, how can that be improved when a guy like clotheslines the living shit out of the Oak's neck? I mean, it's just not good, mate. It's not good teaching for the youngsters, who will definitely pick that up. Now, obviously, he's facing a ban on Tuesday, or facing the team on Tuesday, and we'll see whether or not he gets a ban. If he gets a ban, how long it will be. Some saying 6 weeks, some saying 10 weeks, some saying 18 weeks. I mean, Sir Clive Woodward had said he won't be surprised if he misses a little bit of the Six Nations due to his tackle. So we'll have to wait and see what the news goes about. But the question is, will he learn from this? Because obviously there are certain ways to tackle, and I know one of his examples was in one of the rule manuals where a certain type of shoulder tackle was allowed. But I mean, we need to look at a different way of ruling on this, because like I said, it's not happened once, it's not happened twice, and that could have destroyed the career, and could destroy many others if someone gets injured like that. I mean, we've seen players' careers, for example, Patrick Lambie's, get shortened due to concussion injuries. And I mean, something as deliberate as that, to almost take out a player's career, it is just shocking. And I mean, for me, if he doesn't face a ban more than 6 weeks, I'll be quite surprised, for that exact reason, for that exact situation of what happened. Now, obviously, Saracens are going to play Leinster in the Champions Cup semi, and I mean, it's a big loss. I mean, Owen Farrell's one of the star players. I mean, he's tackle or no tackle, he is great, and he's a legend of the game, but he needs to work on his tackling skills. Otherwise, I mean, he's just going to be the targeted man. I mean, people have called for him to get knocked out, not once, but twice. And when I say knocked out, obviously I mean getting a ban. I mean, the media are crossed Andy Good, former England international, said shocking swinging arm from Owen Farrell and a deserved red card. Limo Supuaga said absolute dog shot. We all know what he meant there. The legendary Brian O'Driscoll said it's a bad one, all right. I mean, there's a lot of people talking about this tackle, and it's going to be interesting to see what the board would do and see how long Owen Farrell gets banned for, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the time of this recording, it is Monday, late afternoon, so we'll see on Tuesday what actually happens. I'm hoping for a ban, definitely, of 6 weeks. I mean, I feel sorry for Saracens, I feel sorry for Farrell, because I know he's sorry for what he did, but this isn't the first time, and they need to work on his tackling skills, and maybe it has improved, but something like that can destroy a career of a player, and we can't have that happening. Something needs to be done to kind of teach him a lesson, because there are people watching him who, obviously, he's a role model, inspiration to others for what he's achieved in the sport. But when you see tackles like that, it's often hard to forget, and you know, people get taught these things and they want to do it. So World Rugby need to really restructure on how this needs to be handled going forward, and the level of strictness on these players for something like that. They're so strict already with the spear tackle. For me, a shoulder tackle of that extent and past tackles that he's done needs to be looked at in more depth, and rules need to be made. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.